So we're back out here today working on the 65, and I'm ready to drive this car, but there's a few things that we need to tidy up. One thing being the electric fan. We don't have any type of cooling system on the car at the moment. So the way this radiator sits in the car, it sits way out here like this. There's no way to put an electric fan in. I even went and got a super thin one, still won't work. So I'm gonna cut all of this off on this side and hopefully allow the radiator to sit back further in the car. All right, she fits. Check this out. By moving the radiator flush, we now have, I don't know, probably 3/8 of an inch, something like that. This fan fits near perfect. Essentially the radiator was sitting like this far out. So it had that tab that mounted to the outside of this. So now what we're gonna have to do though is get creative on basically running some long bolts through here. That'll work for us. All right, cool. Well, that's one thing out of the way. All right, y'all. She's basically done. There's a couple other little things we need to do, but I want to take you around the car and let's talk about what we had to do to finish it up. So now the fan is wired up on a relay, and also the fuel pump is on a relay as well. I'll bump it for you one time. The car takes the throttle great. These APM carburetors are awesome. Wow. I made my mind up though. We're gonna put a Anderson N91 in it because I want it to hit even harder, but it does sound really good. This thing sounds like it's making popcorn. It just does. It's got a good pop to it, like it's got some compression. So I'm very pleased with it. Only thing left to do is wire up the alternator and we should be able to drive the car. The car has now been running for, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Now this isn't a very accurate way to read it, but that pretty much finishes this car up. I did get the shifter installed. I got the drive shaft in it today. The only thing left to do is we have to wire up this alternator. And, you know, these cars have a voltage regulator that sits over here. PA Performance, they have one, and I've got it right here. This is the only thing left to wire up. So it's basically, they call them like a dummy regulator, but here's your 3G kit right here. I'm gonna have to read up on it to figure out how to wire it up, but once we wire it up, we may drive it down the road just real quick, like nothing crazy, just to, you know, make sure everything's good. As of right now though, the car seems freaking great. Biggest thing for me is how responsive it is and how quick it is to start. I don't know if the battery's probably about dead, but let me try to start this thing up. I'll show you guys just how quick it starts. And it starts like this even if it's been sitting for like 24 hours. Let's see. Oh my God. I just scratched the out of the side of this car. I had my freaking knife in my pocket. Never have I ever done that. I completely gouged the car. Right when everything was going so good. So good. Just one more thing to add to the freaking list. All right, well, besides all of that, the car is doing great. We're gonna see if we can't go ahead and get this alternator wired up, and then we'll go from there with it. So I'll get back to you guys. All right, so this will be the first time the car has moved, and we got the, let's see, what do? We got the alternator charging, got it all wired up. Now, none of this wiring on this car is done. It's there where it needs to be, but it's all gotta be something done with it. To be honest with you, I don't have a clue what the hell to do with it, because it's actually a lot of little wires. Anyway, we'll worry about all that later. Everything's pretty secure, so we should be able to start this thing up and try to move it. So cross your fingers, y'all. firewall with some type of brace, like a turnbuckle. Keep that firewall from flexing so much. We'll go ahead and throw our braces on, and you go for a quick drive. That fuel pump is getting it, buddy. Wide open throttle. Well, we don't need to anyway, but we don't have a proper return spring. I'm gonna have to order something because I can't find anywhere to put this return spring. Oh shit, you know what? I don't think we ever put the motor mount nuts on it. All right, y'all, there's the first drive. It actually went very good. We had one hiccup. The fuel pump was trying to kind of go in and out, so I'm gonna check the ground. Power-wise, it feels pretty good, but probably went around half throttle actually that last time, and it felt pretty good, but it has no timing in it. It's got 10 degrees of timing, so. Other than that, though, I'm extremely happy with this. It's just there's still so much left to do. You guys know how it goes. Even at this point, she's not ready to just hit the road and start driving. But I want to remind you guys, you can do this, okay? If you got a build that you want to do, get out there and get after it. I promise you, it's just nuts and bolts. You can get it done. My ass is tired, y'all. I'm happy, I'm ecstatic, I'm tired, and now I think it's time for a break for a little while and clean the shop up. So this will probably be your Thursday video, and then we'll get back to probably some Fox body stuff coming up here real soon. Got some stuff coming up with LMR I think you guys will be interested in as well. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm gonna wrap this one up. And as always, thanks for watching. So I'm sitting here editing this video and realized that, well, you guys were probably just left hanging. Like, all right, well, it was smoking at the last of the video. Did you ever fix that? What was the problem? Yes, we did fix the smoking problem that we were having from the valve cover. It just wasn't making a good seal around the actual breather itself. So fix that. This car has no leaks, no drips, no nothing. Well, after we fix that at least. Car seems to run really cool, so no overheating issues. But I know the one thing that you guys really want to know about, how does it actually run? Because I only did like a half throttle pull. Well, later last night, Berger and myself jumped in the car. We head down the road and we're adjusting on the carburetor a little. You know, it had a lean stumble when we first drove it. And I got all that worked out. I richened the car back up. And we get out on the road and I'm like, all right, you know, I look at him, say it's time to go, man. We got to hit this thing and see what happens. We didn't video, obviously. We were just kind of testing. Didn't think about it. I wish we would have. Y'all, hear me out. For what this is, which is just an NA, naturally aspirated 347, this thing hauls ass. It moves. It pulls so hard on the big end. It surprised me. So we make a second gear hit, you know, and I get it up probably around $3,000 and just stab it. Car's running pretty good. We're like, hell yeah. And all of a sudden, this thing, somewhere around 4,500 RPM, just comes to life. It starts hazing the tires in a second, and then we hit the rev limiter. We forgot that it has an MSD box on it now, and I never checked to see what chip was in it. Y'all want to know what chip was in this thing? A 5,600 RPM chip, and it was pulling that hard. I can't wait to put a bigger pill in this thing. Probably 7,000 to 7,200 is what we're going to put in this thing. I'm telling y'all now, this car is going to be a screamer for what it is. I just wanted to leave you with that. I'm super excited about the car. I know you guys are probably stressed just like me and pissed off that I scratched the car. I can't even stand to watch that clip. But it happens. You know, that's just the nature of the beast when you're working on cars. Things are going to happen. All the work, though, that has been done to it, it never got scratched up until this point. And, of course, I put a gouge in this thing. So I did touch it up. It's, you know, it's decent for now. Within the next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to take it over to Papa T's, and we're going to blend or either completely respray that whole door. No problem, though. Guys, keep your head up. I know you got some projects going on out there. I love to hear about them. Hit me up over on Facebook anytime you see me post something. Let me know what projects you got going on. I do like to hear them. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up. And as always, thanks for watching.